If you're over 60, every bite you put in your mouth can directly affect your heart health. It seems like a strong, almost exaggerated statement, but I assure you it's a fundamental scientific truth. Think about it for a moment. Some vegetables you eat every day, the ones you believe are your best allies for your health, can actually slow down your heart rather than protect it, especially at this stage of life. As a cardiologist, I've seen countless elderly patients. Many of them, convinced they're following an impeccable diet, complain of tired hearts, unstable blood pressure, and a general feeling of malaise, despite scrupulously avoiding fried foods, sugars, and processed foods. The question naturally arises, what's going on? The answer may lie in certain vegetables, which, when consumed incorrectly or in combination with certain medications, silently contribute to worsening cardiovascular health. Some of these vegetables can raise blood pressure, others interfere with life-saving medications essential for your condition, and still others may contain bacteria that the immune system, after a certain age, struggles to effectively defend against. It's a paradox. Foods considered healthy can become risky if we don't understand their specific interactions with our aging body. Today, I want to make a clear and direct appeal. If you're over 60, it's crucial to reconsider how you consume these 5 vegetables, or at least modify their preparation. I'll guide you step by step, explaining in detail why each of these vegetables can be risky, and, above all, how you can replace them or cook them in a safer and more heart-healthy way. The good news is that these often overlooked risks can be avoided with a little knowledge and attention. Stay with me until the end, because the first vegetable we'll talk about is probably already in your refrigerator, a food you consider a cornerstone of your healthy diet. Before we delve into these valuable tips, I ask you to do something small. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any of the upcoming content dedicated to senior wellness, designed especially for you. To actively engage and build a conscious community, write in the comments, "I protect my heart." This will be your personal commitment to taking care of yourself starting today, a small step toward a healthier and more peaceful life. Let's start with the first vegetable, spinach. Seemingly harmless, often suggested as a symbol of a healthy and balanced diet, spinach is a highly valued food. However, for those over 60, especially those taking heart medications, spinach can become a silent trap, an unexpected risk to your cardiovascular health. The main reason is the high amount of vitamin K spinach contains. Vitamin K is essential for blood clotting, a vital process that prevents excessive bleeding. But if you take oral anticoagulants, such as warfarin, often prescribed to prevent stroke or blood clots, excessive vitamin K intake can drastically reduce their effectiveness. This means the drug can no longer perform its function of thinning the blood. The real risk is that your blood becomes thicker, significantly increasing the likelihood of clots or thrombi forming. These clots can block blood vessels, leading to serious events such as strokes, heart attacks, or pulmonary embolisms, often without you realizing it until it's too late. It's crucial to understand that this doesn't mean demonizing spinach. It's not the absolute enemy. The key is balance and consistency. If you want to include spinach in your diet, it's imperative to do so in moderation and, above all, always after consulting your doctor or cardiologist. They will be able to evaluate your specific medical condition and the medication you're taking. Any changes to your diet, especially if you're taking significant medications, should be carefully evaluated based on your individual needs and overall health. Your doctor may recommend more frequent monitoring of your INR, International Normalized Ratio, a test that measures blood clotting time, to ensure your anticoagulant is working properly despite spinach intake. Alternatively, you might consider other leafy greens with lower vitamin K content, such as iceberg lettuce or cauliflower, or opt for cooked spinach, as cooking can slightly reduce the bioavailability of vitamin K, although it doesn't eliminate it entirely. Awareness and communication with your doctor are your best allies. Now let's move on to the second vegetable, or rather vegetable preparation, which might seem harmless to you, but it hides one of the highest sodium levels imaginable. I'm talking about pickled gherkins. They're delicious, crunchy, and often used to enhance salads or sandwiches. But for those with high blood pressure, they can become a silent and insidious enemy of heart health. The main problem with pickled gherkins is their extremely high sodium content. A single serving of gherkins can contain over 1,000 milligrams of sodium. To give you an idea, this equates to about 2/3 of the recommended daily sodium limit for an adult, which is about 1.500 to 2.300 milliliters, and even less for those with hypertension. What's the risk to your heart? Sodium has the ability to retain water in the body. When you consume too much sodium, your body retains more fluid, increasing the volume of blood circulating in your arteries. This increased volume puts greater pressure on the walls of your blood vessels, raising your blood pressure. Persistently high blood pressure overloads the heart, forcing it to work harder to pump blood. This excessive strain can lead to enlargement of the heart muscle, left ventricular hypertrophy, and hardening of the arteries, atherosclerosis, increasing the risk of heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. I've had patients who, despite a seemingly healthy lifestyle and regular blood pressure medication, couldn't control their blood pressure. Often, the cause was the unknowing consumption of hidden salt in foods like gherkins and other packaged products. Many don't realize that salt isn't just what we add to foods. It's present in surprising quantities in many processed products. It's essential to become a true salt detective. Carefully read the nutrition labels on all packaged products you buy. Look for the words low sodium or no added salt. Choose fresh products and prepare your meals at home as much as possible. Cooking is a powerful way to protect your heart, as it allows you to precisely control the amount of salt and other ingredients you consume. Consider alternatives to pickled gherkins, such as sliced fresh cucumbers, which are hydrating and contain no added sodium. You can also make your own pickles at home, using less salt or alternatives like apple cider vinegar and spices for flavor. Being aware of the sodium in your diet is a crucial step in keeping your blood pressure under control and protecting your heart. But let's not forget that there are other vegetables or spices derived from vegetables that can trigger unwanted effects, especially in a more mature heart. We're talking about red chili pepper, loved by many for its bold flavor and ability to add a touch of liveliness to any dish. However, for some people, especially those with pre-existing heart conditions, chili pepper can be more than just a taste enhancer. The active ingredient responsible for the spicy taste of chili peppers is capsaicin. This substance, although it has demonstrated some health benefits in specific studies, can have adverse effects on the cardiovascular system in sensitive individuals or those with pre-existing conditions. Capsaicin can stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the fight or flight response. This stimulation can lead to a temporary increase in blood pressure and heart rate. In a young, healthy person, these effects are generally mild and transient. However, in those with existing heart problems, such as uncontrolled hypertension, arrhythmias, or ischemic heart disease, even a slight and temporary increase in blood pressure or heart rate can cause palpitations, chest discomfort, or even trigger angina. Furthermore, excessive and chronic consumption of chili peppers, especially in highly concentrated forms, has been associated in some studies with increased inflammatory conditions in the gastrointestinal tract, which can have systemic repercussions. Although inflammation is not directly related to the heart, a chronically inflammatory state can negatively impact overall health and, indirectly, cardiovascular health. This doesn't mean you have to completely give up the taste and joy of a savory dish. Rather, it's about finding gentler, safer alternatives. If you love spicy food, but your heart tells you to be cautious, you can replace the chili pepper with fresh herbs like rosemary, thyme, oregano, or basil, which add depth of flavor without the stimulating effects. Ginger is also an excellent alternative. It has a pungent and aromatic flavor, anti-inflammatory and digestive properties, and doesn't have the same effects on blood pressure and heart rate as chili pepper. You can use it fresh, grated, or powdered to add an exotic and healthy touch to your dishes. Always listen to your body and, if in doubt, consult your doctor. But be careful with raw garlic too. Often considered a superfood, celebrated for its antibacterial and antiviral properties and potential cardiovascular benefits, raw garlic may have a less beneficial side, especially for those taking heart-related medications. Its natural anticoagulant properties, while useful in some circumstances, can be dangerous when combined with certain medications. Garlic's main active compound, allicin, is responsible for many of its beneficial properties, including its ability to inhibit platelet aggregation, meaning it makes blood less likely to form clots. This is why garlic is sometimes recommended for cardiovascular prevention. However, if you are already taking anticoagulant medications, such as warfarin, heparin, or antiplatelet drugs, such as low-dose aspirin or clopidogrel, the effect of raw garlic may add to those medications. This combination can significantly increase the risk of bleeding. You may experience more easy bruising, nosebleeds, bleeding gums, or, in more severe cases, internal bleeding, which can be very dangerous. Furthermore, the interaction can lead to confusion or other unexpected side effects, making it difficult for your doctor to properly adjust your medication dose. It's crucial to be aware of this potential interaction. If you love garlic and don't want to give it up, the solution is simple. Use it cooked and in moderation. Cooking, especially if prolonged, tends to reduce the amount of allicin and therefore its anticoagulant effect. Cooked garlic adds a delicious flavor to your dishes without the same risks associated with consuming raw garlic in large quantities. You can saute it lightly or add it to soups, stews, or roasts. This way, you can enjoy its flavor and some of its benefits without compromising the effectiveness of your medications or increasing the risk of bleeding. As always, moderation is key, and an open discussion with your doctor about all the supplements and foods you consume is always the best practice. Finally, let's talk about sprouts, so popular in salads, sandwiches, and as a garnish for healthy dishes. They're perceived as a symbol of freshness and vitality, rich in concentrated nutrients. However, they can pose significant risks, especially for those with a weakened immune system, a common condition after age 60. The main problem with sprouts lies in their cultivation method. Seeds are germinated in warm, humid environments, ideal conditions not only for plant growth, but also for the proliferation of harmful bacteria such as Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria. These bacteria can contaminate the seeds before germination or during the process itself. For a young person with a robust immune system, ingesting a small amount of these bacteria may not cause serious problems, or at most a mild stomach upset. However, for older adults whose immune systems are naturally less reactive and more fragile, exposure to these pathogens can lead to serious infections. Foodborne infections in the elderly can manifest with more severe and long-lasting symptoms, such as severe diarrhea, vomiting, high fever, dehydration, and, in some cases, may require hospitalization. These conditions can put a strain on the heart and the entire body, especially if there are pre-existing conditions. It's advisable to cook sprouts to eliminate these risks. Cooking at high temperatures kills most harmful bacteria, making sprouts safe to consume. You can add them to hot soups, stir-fry them with other vegetables, or incorporate them into cooked dishes. If you absolutely can't give up raw sprouts, be sure to purchase them from reputable sources that follow rigorous hygiene standards. However, for maximum safety, especially if you have a compromised immune system or are elderly, cooking remains the most prudent recommendation. Consider safe and equally nutritious alternatives for your salads, such as well-washed leafy greens, grated carrots, or finely chopped cabbage. It's clear that what matters isn't just what we eat, but also how we prepare it and how it interacts with our bodies and the medications we take. Often, vegetables, despite being quintessentially healthy foods, can be a double-edged sword if you don't know their specific properties. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your health. However, it's important to note that there are countless heart-healthy vegetables that actively support your cardiovascular health without risk. Broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, tomatoes, sweet peppers, zucchini, eggplant, and all legumes, beans, lentils, chickpeas, are just a few examples. These foods are rich in fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that help control blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, and protect cells from oxidative damage. Remember that your heart needs to be nourished with foods that support it, not stress it. Even small, gradual changes to your diet can lead to significant and lasting results for your overall health and well-being. It's not about completely overturning your habits, but about making more informed and conscious choices. Don't forget that awareness is essential in every aspect of your diet. The kitchen should become a place of love and care for your body. Simple practices like thoroughly washing vegetables, checking product expiration dates, storing food properly, and maintaining high food hygiene are not just good habits. They are essential actions for your health and for preventing unnecessary risks. You are responsible for choosing what you put on your plate. Every small change, every conscious choice matters and contributes to building a healthier future for you. And of course, always carefully follow the instructions of your doctor or specialist. They are your most important allies and can point you in the right direction, customizing their advice based on your medical history and specific needs. Together with me, you can build a path to a healthy, happy, and energetic life. This video is just a starting point, an invitation to reflect and take action. If you found this content helpful, if it gave you new perspectives or motivated you to make better choices, I ask you once again to like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell. This way, you'll always stay updated on upcoming news and wellness tips. Together, we can make a difference. Taking care of yourself in this new chapter of life is not only a duty, but an act of love towards yourself and those around you. Your heart needs attention, but also constant love and care. Making even small changes to your diet, based on knowledge and awareness, will allow you to live life to the fullest, with greater vitality and serenity. Listen to your body, be present in your food choices, and above all, make peace with your diet. It's never too late to start a journey of improvement. Every day is a new opportunity to make a better choice for your heart and your overall health. Your well-being is in your hands.